Okay, guys, there's a couple people popping in. So listen, some shit went down earlier that was crazy. I think some people were being negatively affected, and I stopped streaming because some bad stuff was going on. So had to do some stuff and leave it at that. But so I just chilled out for a while. I'm gonna close out tonight with a ghost box session. I'm actually outside because I always wanted to try something out here just to see what would happen, and we'll close it out while the other guys are doing their thing. So it's gonna be cool. Check it out. Got a lot of live streaming done here. I don't know what the plan is for tomorrow yet, but we'll get right to it and figure it out and let you know. So this place is one of those dark, just really active places that things can happen. People get affected negatively. So uh, something that I talk about a lot on radio shows and other things is you have to be really careful when you're doing these places, these locations. If you have anything going on and whatnot, you just want to be, extra vigilant and pay attention to what's happening, and you realize that you may be being affected by something from this location itself, and you got to realize that and take appropriate measures. Get out, leave the place, and do what you got to do. So, getting back to that, I'm going to do some ghost box out here, see what happens, see what we can hear. Are there any spirits out here that want to speak to me? Can you tell me if anyone was being affected by a negative entity, yes or no? Yep. Did you do that on purpose? Did you make them... Are you trying to attack those people? Grim Reaper. That's creepy. Well, you cannot tolerate. We cannot tolerate that type of interaction. You understand? Can you tell me what attacked them? So one guy, guys, was in one particular room, and the security guys even watched a white anomaly go into this guy's stomach on camera, and then he flopped off of the chair and felt like something was stabbing him in the stomach. So it was pretty crazy, and they captured it on camera, so that's pretty wild. All right. Who are you? You said hi to me. Tell me your name, please. Well, you don't have to. Radio, yeah. Who's out here smoking? Tell me his name. Hmm. I said Ed.
No, I'm not Ed.
Anything else you can tell me right now? Were you a patient here? Can you tell me what year you were here? Are you a male or a female? Neither one. So, if you're not a male or a female, are you an entity? What are you? Who just said my name? Who said Dave? What the hell? Man, I swear I just saw somebody walk behind that truck or whatever that is right there. Walking from right to left behind that truck right there. And then they're gone. Tell me who's behind that truck down there. I saw it twice. It went that way and it went back this way really fast. Who's the shadow man down there? How many people have you attacked tonight in this building? I heard 2. Are you on the cameras, man? Are you running the cameras? Huh?
Yeah.
Did you see about that light anomaly went into that one guy? Did they tell you about that?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Did you see it happen?
Yep.
So it went into him and he flopped on the floor, right?
Yeah, he like rolled over and just kind of spread out like that.
Yeah. He was messed up for a while from that. So how long have you been doing this here?
2016.
Yeah, I thought I've seen you before, but it's been a few years ago. What have you experienced here? Anything yourself?
I've seen a couple.
Hold on. You mind if I film you? You'll be live. You want to talk about it?
Okay.
All right. Just sit down and take a seat for a minute. All right. Tell my people your name and what you do here.
I'm Brian Linkus. I volunteer here, lead investigations. Of course, not now during COVID, but I also pull security like I am tonight. And some of the things that I've seen here go anywhere from like shadow people. I've seen things on my cameras. Like tonight, I've seen an orb with this guy's friend. Sorry, I'm horrible with names.
Andy, his name's Andy. Yeah.
Some of the things that I've caught on my personal cameras when I'm investigating is I've caught a couple of light anomalies. I've caught voices. There's been a few times when I've had phantom smells in this place. Like just the other week.
Like what? What are the smells?
Well, just the other week, I was in here and I was going up a stairwell and I smelled like something was burning. I've also gotten the smell of perfume, the lady's perfume.
Mm-hmm. And where was there anyone else in the building when you were here? When that
There
was going down?
other people in the building, but I wasn't around anyone else. I was off by myself just working.
Gotcha.
And that's one of the interesting things that I've noticed about this building. You could be in here investigating, and they act like they don't want to talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing is you could be in here just working during the workday, and you just be hearing voices, hearing footsteps, hearing smells.
Have you seen any like people that have been in here around you be affected negatively by things?
Yes, I have.
Can you give me a few examples?
Uh,
You don't have to say their names or anything.
it was a couple years ago, but one of my friends that worked here, she went into an area with another group of people that was here for an investigation, and she said that something in there was just calling this one guy out, draining him, cussing him out, and even drained her of her energy. And I was like, oh, great, I got to go into this area next. And I go in there, and immediately I just go on guard. There's something in there just does not want us in there.
Mm-hmm.
And at one point, I had my arms crossed. I was doing this because I put off a lot of positive, protective energy anyway. And I was basically just trying to protect my group of people. And at one point, I actually turned around, seen this woman standing there, and I said, "Don't you do it. I know what you're thinking. I know what you want to do. Don't do it. These people have done nothing to you." And I can walk into another
What
area.
was the feeling you were getting she wanted to do?
I got the feeling that she wanted to push someone or hurt someone,
Mm-hmm.
and I wasn't going to have it.
Can you describe the woman, what she looked like, what she was wearing? Rough estimate?
I would say she was probably like wearing a gown almost. And she was just upset that these people were in here, in her area. And like I said, she felt like she wanted to hurt someone if she was looking for a weakness.
What area of the building was it in?
That was an electroshop.
Oh.
And I felt it one other time in there since then. But,
so that's pretty, is that like your most negative experience you've had in there? Or?
Yeah, it's probably the most negative.
Have you seen anyone ever be scratched in here, attacked?
Yeah, a good friend of mine, another fellow investigator on my team, he's actually been scratched before. And if he was here, he could probably pull up the picture and show you. You just see these 3 scratches on his back.
Mm-hmm. What? Do you remember what area that happened in the building?
I want to say it was the green room
mm-hmm.
that he got scratched in.
There's a lot of reports from many people that have been scratched. Like I said, I did a public event here several years ago, and 2 girls I never met before, they paid to come and investigate with me. We're in the boiler room. Had a little bitty light on so we could see everybody, so nobody freaked out or nothing. You know, super cold, man. It was like -10 that night. We're down in the boiler room, and all of a sudden, one of the girls, you just hear this loud smack, and saw her face turn to the right, and she went, ah. Next thing you know, we said, what happened? What happened? She said, somebody just slapped my face really hard. And we watched the handprint form on her face, and needless to say, within 5-10 minutes, her and her girlfriend were out of here. And it was intense. I mean, we all heard it. There was like 15 of us. We heard the smack. I mean, it was a brutal and violent attack. And what's the story in the boiler room?
The story in the boiler room, and this is a story that I've been told, but apparently there would be some orderlies here, or there was orderlies here, that when they would give the patients their meds for the night, either to help them sleep or just knock them out completely, some of the male orderlies would go up and take a female patient, bring them down to the boiler room, do some rather nasty things to them. Now, there have been people in here that have sprayed luminol on the floor, and if you don't know what luminol is, all it does is show you where blood used to be.
Yeah, it reacts with the hemoglobin in the blood and lights it up, just
Yeah.
like you, pretty much like you guys are seeing on this camera right now, in a purplish bluish hue.
Yep.
Yep.
And
Thanks, Ash, for the donation.
they said that they found a pool of blood down there with like drag marks or bloody footprints going out of that board that leads down there. The thing is about luminol is it also shows like cleaning
Urine,
supplies,
urine.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
So we can't say that's what it was, and that's what happened down there.
Now there was a story about a nurse being murdered here, correct? Way back, or a patient, and she was kept down under the stairs that go down to the bowling alley boiler room for a couple of days. I heard this years ago. I don't know how true it is, but apparently the same thing you're talking about. They grabbed her, snatched her, did their business, killed her, or one guy did this, and supposedly they never found her body. Have you heard anything like that? And they theorize she's buried under the boiler room floor somewhere.
I've never heard that.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have to look into the history.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't heard that story.
Okay. Well, I heard something to that effect. That was years ago. I'm not saying it's true or it's not, but that's one of the some story similar to that I heard. You know, a lot of these places also, you know, they have urban legends that come along with them and whatnot. But you know, still, nevertheless, there's something to do. There's always a little bit of truth to every story. So what you said versus what I heard, they kind of correlate in a lot of ways. So there's something to do with women being abused down there. And there's a nasty male spirit that slaps women and does all kind of heinous stuff.
I do know that at one point, women would always get an uncomfortable feeling in the boiler room.
Mm-hmm.
Put a guy in there with them, they seem to be just fine.
Mm-hmm.
And therefore, well, we wouldn't allow women to be in there by themselves.
Mm-hmm.
But it has calmed down to the point to where I can have a group of women in there and they feel just fine.
Uh-huh. So you never know. Yeah. You know. Anything else you can think of at the top of your head?
I think that's about it for the stories I've got and the history that I've got of the place.
What's the most what's the craziest story you ever heard about anybody else, any investigators or anything?
Probably the craziest one I've ever heard, and I can actually attest to this, was like I was saying, an electroshock where they actually did the procedure.
Mm-hmm.
There was a public investigation that we was doing. This dude came in, he had arms on him, almost like the size of a fully grown anaconda.
Yeah.
And he was
this is a big old buff dude.
Yeah, this was a guy you wouldn't want to mess with.
Right.
And he pulled me aside. He said, "Dude, I've got to go." I was like, "Okay, that's cool. You got to go. You got to go." I'm walking him to the door and stuff, just make sure he gets out okay. And I said, "So, if you don't mind me asking, what happened?" He said, I don't want to seem like, you know, crybaby or wuss or anything like that, but something like pushed me back."
Mm-hmm.
And that made me feel uncomfortable. I was like, "Dude, that's understandable." I said, "Is the first time you ever done anything like this?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "Fight or flight instinct, dude. It's okay."
Yeah. So you actually dealt with the guy yourself personally. So yeah. It wasn't just hearsay that you heard about this guy. You were there when it happened.
Yeah.
So that's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
So big old buff dude, never did this before. He got freaked. Something pushed him. He freaked out and he rolled out of here.
Yeah.
So that's pretty crazy.
Oh, yeah. And it happens more times than you would think, too.
Mm-hmm.
There's been times in here that I'd be doing an investigation, and for whatever reason, I just want to throw one of my friends out a window or push him downstairs.
Get real irritated.
Yeah.
And we've seen some of that here tonight.
I want to make it clear that I don't mean anyone any harm.
Right.
I try to be as best of friends, best of person that I can be to people.
Right.
But
that happens here.
Yeah,
you know, I've seen it happen here tonight, actually. So we know these negative entities, for whatever reason, They will exploit any crack or anything going on. Sometimes you may not have nothing going on, and they will affect you negatively. They project onto you what they are feeling, and it causes people to do things they would normally not do. So, well, I appreciate your interview, man. That's good info to have.
Oh yeah.
All right, thanks, brother. Appreciate it, man. There you have it. A guy that's here all the time. Shared some of his experiences with you. It's not just us saying this. Many people have had negative experiences here at St. Albans Asylum Sanatorium. I'm gonna go back to some ghost box for you. Who's the woman that he saw that wanted to push somebody? Can you give us her name? What are you angry about? Are you angry because you were mistreated? Yes or no? Yes, in a woman's voice. That's creepy. Who pushed the big man? Is it the same woman? Yes. Why are you so angry? Do you need help? Are you stuck here? What kind of information? I'm only going to be doing this for a few more minutes, so now's the time. Now's your chance to speak and communicate with me tonight. No? Why not? Is there any other spirits that want to communicate? There is? Tell me your name. Maybe? Why? Why maybe? My friend? Do you want a friend? Can you tell me your name, please? Yeah? Well, do it. So sometimes, guys, you know, when you do this stuff, you got to realize when there's a lot of negativity going on, sometimes you just got to walk out and get out of the area, reset a little bit. Don't let it affect you. And sometimes you don't even know it's happening before it's too late. So there's a bunch of stuff that went on earlier that I saw going down that I just didn't want to be a part of. And, you know, I knew that the spirits here are probably causing that to happen. So I did some talking and helping, and that's it. You know, sometimes you gotta realize, sometimes you don't realize. Sometimes you have to see other people help you out. So that's what went down. And none of that stuff you really want to put on camera. You know what I mean? That's really negative stuff. That one guy got attacked by something, and other things went down with some other people too. So these places can and will affect you negatively. It's not my first rodeo when it comes to stuff like that. So we did some clearing, did some blasting, and hopefully knocked it down a little bit. Not clearing, so to speak, but blasting, you know, stopping the attacks. Did you like that when we took care of that entity that was attacking people? You did? That's good. Thanks, Amber. Appreciate it. You guys are awesome. What do you want me to finish?
Flies.
Thousand what?
Not.
Well, I thank the spirits that communicated with me here this weekend. You want me to come back, yes or no? Would you like me to come back? Yes? Say yes clear if you want me to come back. Yes, okay. I will definitely do that. Can you tell me your name? Sound like Pete, didn't it? That's trippy. Who was the doctor in charge of this place for many years? Steve? Or is that your name? Is your name Steve? Yes or no? Yes? Okay. Were you a patient, Steve?
Let me go.
Let me go. Oh my God. Are you stuck here, Steve? Steve, are you stuck? Are you stuck here? Are you stuck, Steve?
Going back.
Whoa. Did you die here, Steve? That was pretty sad sounding, guys. What happened to you, Steve? Murder. Oh my God. Did another patient do that, Steve? Yes. How old were you, Steve, when you were murdered? Said choke. Oh my God.
That right.
Can you tell me how old you were when that happened, Steve? What is your age, Steve, when you died? Did a patient do it or a worker do it? Oh, you didn't hang yourself, did you? Need help. Who needs help? What about it? Well, thank you for sharing that with me, Steve. I'm going to say something for you quietly in my head, if you would like that.
said. See.
Does that help you, Steve? Yeah, okay, great. Glad I helped you. Any other spirits that want to talk to me?
Thank you.
You're welcome. You just said thank you. That's nuts.
You get it?
Yes, I get it. Just that confirmation, guys. It makes it all worthwhile. You ask questions, you get specific responses to those questions. You're welcome. This is thank you again. And you know you did the right thing. So it's been a crazy week here on the road trip from hell. Part 2.0 with myself, Sean Austin, and Eric Connor. It's been another one for the books, guys. We're not quite done yet, I don't think, but it's been a whirlwind, and this really it's taxing on your energy. It's taxing. You become super tired, super drained when you're dealing with all this spiritual energy around you. And especially the negative places, you know, you're constantly having to protect yourself. So it becomes taxing, very taxing on you in multiple ways, spiritually, mentally, and physically. So you have to be mindful of that. So I appreciate each and every one of you that tunes in, watching the Real Supernatural channel, and who supports me and follows me. It's awesome and humbling, and I thank you all so much. And we're going to keep it going. You know, it's happy Halloween time, October 2020. And I've got some more stuff coming up for you personally in the next few days before Halloween and possibly on Halloween. So I hope you tune in for those upcoming investigations as well. Any spirits left that want to communicate? Human spirits. Any Native Americans? No. Tell your story. Now's a chance. Tell me your name and what happened to you. Died. Yeah, I can understand that. Can you tell me your name and how you died? Kyle. How'd you die, Kyle? Did you die in here in this building? Were you being abused, Kyle? What happened to you, Kyle? You were sick? He said I was sick. So did you die of a disease in here? Did you have TB? Can you tell me what disease you had? What were you sick of?
So,
It said something, couldn't make it out. What did you die of, Kyle?
so
What kind of sickness? I'm sure it gave me a response, guys. I just couldn't make it out. Can you try one more time really hard? Say it loud and clear what you died from.
salute.
Huh. It just, a female just said, fuck. Trippy. All right. Well, thanks for talking to me, Kyle. I appreciate it. Help. Okay. I'm going to do the same thing I did for Steve. Okay? Hold on a second.
American. Latest.
Okay. There you go, Kyle. You're done? You good now, Kyle?
So,
Trippy. You're welcome. Just said thank you. Trippy. All right, so all spirits, I'm ending communication on this box. We will no longer have any contact until the next time I am here. Are you understand me? All right, good night. All right, guys, so I'm going to give you some shout outs here before I close this down for the night. Let's see. So Ash Leaf and Amber Lassiter. Thanks for the donations, guys. You guys rock. Sharon 61 Sunshine. Clayton Davies. Jessica Luna, hey. Anybody else that's watching that's not in the chat, I appreciate you guys. Divine Diamond 1. Melanie Dill. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Bubba Paka. This is a little short stream to end up tonight, guys. Like I said, I had a bunch of crap go on earlier that was real negative, and I had to take a break, come outside, and do some things. And so, you know, that stuff happens in these negative locations, like I said. And excuse me. Sometimes people don't realize that's what's going on, and you got to kind of, you know, get them directed and figure things out. But so you guys are awesome. I thank you guys for watching this whole week. It's been a crazy, another paranormal road trip from hell 2.0. Sorry about what? Let's see what that says. Yeah, it's been a crazy trip. Eric and Sean are still streaming inside the building, and me and Sean will be finishing up here shortly. So, I'm glad you guys have enjoyed it. Yeah. So crazy week, guys. Been nuts. You know, we got some crazy stuff going on here, and every place we've been, really. I mean, it's been nuts. I don't think we're quite done yet. We may be doing something tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm not sure yet, but like I said, I got other streams coming up real soon for Halloween. Myself, I'll be on my channel next week or this week, at, at least one night, maybe two, and then probably late on Halloween night. If you guys are around here out doing your Halloween fun, haven't quite decided what I'm going to do Halloween night yet, but I can guarantee you it'll be something. Yeah, last night was freaking trippy, man. In that suicide bathroom, some super negative stuff going on, and you know, some of the folks that are here, we kind of joined into this thing that they had a little like private event going, and we joined in. Eric's never been here, so we said, yeah, let's go in here and check it out. And they're sleeping in here, man. So they're not getting a lot of sleep. They're super tired. You know, there's negative energy all in this place, and they're being affected by it. So you got to be really careful. Oh, happy early birthday, Melanie. Melanie's a friend of mine from where I live, guys. She lives in the same county I do. Known her for years. So yeah, I mean, crazy stuff, man. I mean, just remember when I talk about this stuff, and I tell you it can be dangerous. It is dangerous at times. So you have to be very on your game, so to speak. Night, Bubba. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, man, it's been awesome. I love doing this. Is you know this is the boots on the ground type stuff. This is the real deal. This is not what you see on regular TV, right? This is what you see is what you get. So it's not edited. It's live. You're experiencing what I'm experiencing at the same time. Except you're on a 30-second delay because that's how YouTube works. But other than that, you know, you're experiencing the same thing I'm experiencing. So, and you probably catch things that I don't see because I'm concentrating on the box or on the recorder or whatever the case may be. Yeah. So you guys have a great night, and again, you guys are awesome. Thanks for your support and watching and all the donations. Keep them coming; they help a lot. You know, $5 here, $2 there, it doesn't matter. It all helps for gas to keep funding what we do here. So we're doing this on our own dime. You know, so hotels, food, gas, and everything else costs a lot of money. But we like sharing this with you. That's why we keep doing it. So good night, and if I don't see you before Halloween, which I'm going to be on here streaming some, so, but if you can't make it because you have other plans, happy Halloween and happy Hunttober. Road Trip from Hell Part 2.0 was awesome so far, and I think there's a little bit more to come, so we'll see you soon. Have a great night, and thanks for watching Real Supernatural, guys. You guys are awesome. Good night.